Namaste. I gotta report that YouTube has started to put ads on my channel. The videos that I watch on YouTube. So suddenly there's sponsored advertisements in the boxes, and if I want to watch a YouTube video, advertisement starts plays for 10 to 20 seconds. Yeah. It used to be like that a couple of years ago. It went on for a few months and it stopped. I think it stopped for a year, at least a year. But it just started today again. So I don't know what's going on. Could be because I consider them as degenerates, scammers, scum. They are people who are part of this manipulation of life where you're cut off from your own style of living and pushed into a living that they want you to live. Okay? They're not your friends just because they got you doing YouTube and you're getting heaps of views. This is the thing. They're like it's a control, and it's making them money, and it's keeping you dependent on them instead of being independent yourselves. Just report that. As far as I know, anyway, I'm not perfect. I could be wrong. As far as I know, that's if I read, I could be corrupt in my opinion. I mean, I don't get lots of views. People get lots of views. They get money for just people watching. I mean, it's very easily understandable. That's all right. It's a lot nice. Makes things easier in life. Anyone, I don't know if my understanding is correct. Now, I'm not lying. That's the thing. I'm not trying to deceive. I could be wrong. Is as much as from the information I can remember, I've gathered or witnessed, that's conclusion I've come to. How many of you get stopped at school? You're not good enough to get this qualification, you're not good enough for that. How many of you get stopped at work, trying to have a job? You're not good enough for this, you're not good enough for that. Something you just sit at home, you think it's alright. There are the good things about it and there are the bad things about it. Bad thing is you don't experience the things that you're supposed to experience, I guess, life. You become dependent on a person, on a company that can choose who can have and who cannot have. They can bully anyone and you can't question it. And anyone they've cheated or scammed and what I've done wrong to, you just can't speak up for those people because then they'll punish you too. So it's control where if it wasn't for people like them, you'd be free of all that. You might have to dig the ground for gold or whatever, build your own house, build your fence or whatever, do your own work, which then you pass on to your kids the skills. And since it just becomes more progressive that way, and that stop that from happening by getting you happy to just come on YouTube. Sure, there's videos where people, mechanics and stuff like that, they get lots of views, but then again, they're being controlled. They can't speak up for anyone that's been wrong, then they'll be punished as well. And especially if their life has become a lot better because of the money coming in. Again, that's my understanding from the information I've gathered. I mean, it's got its good things and it's got its bad. Even without these people, if it wasn't for people like them, YouTube company, you were free to plow the ground yourself. No one's stopping you. Yeah, things, the weather could be harsh, you'd have to learn to survive. I did that. If YouTube decided to do that to me, intentionally, because I call them tight asses and whatever, it just proves they feel the right to control who has and who doesn't. They have to manipulate people's lives on their platform. So far, it's on their platform. With the money they get, if it continues, they can control other things. Again, they can choose who has and who hasn't. They can manipulate people's whatever, like in YouTube, manipulate viewers, how many views, manipulate the channels. Spread, how it spreads. Who cares? I just said, from what I understand, this is possible. This is what has happened. Let it out. Letting people hear it. Knowing that I could be wrong. I mean, if a channel is fake, and it's a scam and YouTube knows about it, but it's getting millions of views, how long will it take for YouTube to do something about it? Say you got your person on YouTube. I guess I was going to use Nazi kind of propaganda. But it seems like they've done something about it anyway. The only reason they would don't do it because the government threatened them. Government have done it on their own accord. It shows the government doesn't be government only when it has its own interests involved. Someone as big as America with always printing money, always wanting to keep everyone as an ally, and those that don't want to be an ally, mess them up. I mean, that's what's going on. People want to believe it or not. Now, I don't know if those people are a threat or are threatening. That's what's going on. And if the threats are against America out of, I don't know, just jealousy, hatred, or is it because America did something to them and they don't want to be friends with America? Those things you can't find out because, it's that big. And they're going to say, oh, you're speaking against America. Actually, I'm speaking against his actions. What do I care if you live or die? Today, yesterday, and tomorrow will be the same for me. Makes no difference. I care about people's actions. That's what all matters. Just because someone's American, someone's Persian, German, Italian, Asian, African, who cares? It's the actions that matter. Does it have consequences? Is it good for everyone? Is it bad for everyone? Is it within the laws of those laws men have written, laws that are in religious texts? That's when things matter, really. But there's people, a shitload of people, that will judge you on the color of your skin, judge you on the color of your eyes, judge you on being lawful even. Me right now, I'm just being fair. I can, within the law, free speech, but there's possibility of making the American government nervous. Just saying these things. And they can take it upon themselves to do something to make me know, that they've heard it, they've noticed it, and they don't like it. If I say publicly, well, I don't like them, they're going to say, oh, look, person is against us. Enough talking. Work out. I apologize if this is discomforting for anyone. Watching this video is for weightlifting, not for political or social talking. Until informative conversation or whatever. It's just weightlifting. Like I couldn't even tell you a couple of days ago, I had a wet dream. But by my age now, you know, I've learned to, well, you know, not make a mess. Be able to hold it. It's a pickup, you know. It's a big pickup when that happened. 50 years old and I still got that happening. It's alright. I got up, I think 1 o'clock, 1:30 today, p.m. I slept about 2 a.m. If it wasn't for gym, I wouldn't get up. And the good thing, I'm not hungry. Yeah. But anyway, I got up. What I have, 2 slices of cheese, some pineapple pieces that was left over. I had a Peter's ice cream drumstick, 1 drumstick. I had a drumstick yesterday too. I know. It's addictive. I don't know. 1 piece of chicken wing, some boiled potato, I think that's it. So far that's it. It's alright. The energy so far has lasted. Seems stable. It's not off peak, then drop down. It's still maintaining a good line of providing energy. I don't have coffee. I didn't have coffee. I have a bit of hot chocolate. Yeah, like probably 1/5 teaspoon of chocolate powder, boiling water, bit of milk. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is last day, and then Sunday, Sabbath. Yeah, it's a good day, Sabbath. Rest. If you, this is my opinion, it's likely not correct. If you have trouble with 1 day rest, the other days toiling, some kind of work, you're probably doing sin, committing sin. You're off the path of being righteous or good enough to keep the law, keep within the laws, religious laws anyway. That's how it works, man. I think that's why there's that thing, evil begets evil. When you do one, you will end up doing another, and if you haven't noticed you've done it, or you don't care that you've done it, you'll continue to go down that path. things like the Sabbath day, or keeping yourself clean, or being looking for evidence before judgment, not committing fraud, not being a fake witness, things like that. All those things start being easy, or you think, oh, it's okay, it's not wrong. Unfortunately, I have experience gone down that path. That's why, from my understanding, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be wrong. Charlie Kirk might have still been alive if he had actually looked at himself and been as honest as possible. But that he would have admitted he's human. He has sinned, at the least he has sinned, if he wasn't sinning anymore. And he could be wrong with his opinion. Also, he shouldn't be enforcing it. He shouldn't be pushing it onto others. Or defending himself. He just should be sharing his understanding, sharing his opinion, sharing what he's witnessed, and that's it. It's possible people wouldn't have got so much agitated against him, the hate built up. There's one psychopath, and he feels confident because of so many, without knowing that because so many people hate him, hated Charlie Kirk. That one psycho felt confident, it was alright. If most people like that guy, like Charlie Kirk, it wouldn't have been so easy for the person who murdered him to have done it. Humans, man, we make simple mistakes. Trying to do the right thing, we do make mistakes. Because we ourselves also wrong. We do wrong things. We hurt people without understanding, without caring. We do messed up shit. When you're trying to help people, you should admit that. It should be part of your understanding. I've got peeled potatoes on the oven. I've got to go check it. Got it on medium. Go check it, come back. they're cooked, it's a good idea. Turn it on low medium, which is between low and medium. So when someone says medium high, it's between medium and high. Just heads up anyway. For as smart as Charlie Kirk was, he never seemed to understand that people are just wrong. They want to be wrong. Yeah? Majority of the world population wants to be sinful and lawless. Yeah. Only time they will want to not be sinful, not be lawless is when it's convenient for them. Suits their personal interest. Which he should have known. He should be careful. Dealing with the public. Let's get into some things. Again, it's off the topic of weightlifting. Candace Owens, other people, Ima Oma, I would say AOC, but she's not as far as these two into stuff. But their behavior would suggest that if Charlie Kirk was murdered, they would have been long gone, long time ago. Yeah, by conspiracy of the government. Unless Ima Oma works for the government, so does Candace Owens, and they're just inviting in what the government would describe as hostilities against their regime. That's why nothing has happened to them. Which is, I mean, makes sense. This is me just thinking to myself. And again, I'm sharing. I don't know if it's correct. I have no evidence whatsoever. There's anything any fact to it. It's just my level of intelligence, or whatever that be, could be 40 to whatever, very low, only 2-digit numbers intelligence. That's the only reason why there's not much being done to them or against them. Oh yeah, and there's this other one. There's that chubby Turkish guy and the Sharmuta Armenian girl. That speak against Israel. Yeah, from this over here, my level of place in society, which I'm nothing. It's very annoying, very annoying. That they have people listening to them, and the only reason makes sense that they're there. How could that? These halfwits or Asians who work in a lab or have to work as a general practitioners. They don't. You can see that they don't really can understand English. They can't speak it properly, and they don't really understand it. And from their accent, it proves that their intellect level is likely two-digit number. How the fuck did they pass school? And I'm over here, nothing in society level. Fucking yeah. I mean, there must be. Again, this is not factor. There must be really good ass kisses, really good. They do whatever they're told. Imagine. Could Kim Kardashian and her family being so popular if they were lawful and sinless? Consider. Would they be popular? So, suggesting people should be careful when dealing with the public. Remember, people should have cereal-sized bowls of seasoned water, like with chicken stock or beef stock cubes and mixed in boiling water every day. I recommend it at least 3 bowls within a day before you go back to sleep. You're gonna pee, but my experience, it's good for your health, man. It's good for your health, good for your digestion. There's a possibility the more water you drink, I mean, you can die on, man, not one take. You know, dude, from the morning you wake up to before you sleep, you have at least 3 bowls of chicken or beef stock. Soup. It helps digestion. But you're gonna pee. You know, I stopped drinking about midnight. Well, before then probably. Probably the last time I peed was about when I got at 1:30 p.m. today. I mean, 2-3 times during the night at least. You'll get up. Being a man, it's not just full bladder. I wake up with it's hard and it's annoying in bed. It's different hard. It's annoying hard. And I have usually because of full bladder. Yeah, that's the only negative to it. You'll pee a lot. A lot of positives. I don't know how people get so thin in their skin. Is it because of diuretics? They take those tablets to get rid of the water in the body, or through diet? I don't know. So I don't know what happens if you're on those things or trying to be that thin. Should you have, will having so much water affect it? I don't know. I don't do that stuff. So that's something you have to ask people who have that experience. Does help with digesting food. That's sure. Drinking that water. As I said, as long as you don't let food sit in the top part of the stomach, you should be able to get low in fat, about my level, and keep it that way. You should be careful on foods that make you feel bloated, because you're gonna get fat. He's gonna put on weight. you cook meat, you're gonna eat it straight away, I recommend put it in the freezer. Then, taking it out of the freezer after freezing after cooking it. Put it on the microwave for 2.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Tastes just as fresh. When it's so close, smells and tastes almost freshly cooked. I can't tell the difference. I know there's a difference, that's the only thing. I know because my mind understands that it's not being freshly cooked. Other than that, smells and tastes fresh. Don't forget, sooner or later, my muscle, because I'm not gaining, haven't gained for a while, but bit by bit, my understanding, my muscles are still growing. My strength is still developing because I'm lifting to almost my limit, yeah. Compared to if I wasn't lifting, if I was just lifting weights, if effort, so my muscles have to accompany for that amount of effort. So it's slowly growing anyway. Could take years. Yeah. My experience when I was a kid, every 6 months to 12 months, you have a good noticeable difference. That's too. You can't wait that long. You're in a hurry, so let's do it. We'll go inside. I'll have boiled potato, 2 chicken wings, and I'll start having bowls of soup. I haven't had any yet. If I get hungry, I'll probably have some beetroot, slice of cheese. There's a big difference when you've eaten no meat for a day and kept very low in calories. Yeah, there's a big difference between having a meat to compare to having like a vegetable, fruit, or dairy product. Big difference. The meat is so much satisfying, where the others, vegetable, fruit, dairy product, like cheese, it's just you still feel like there's something missing. You know, not enough nutrients. The meat just it's done. Even the ice cream wouldn't help. It has to be meat. Best one is beef, but chicken works. I might have to continue on chicken. chicken has so much less fat, probably almost half the calories of meat, beef. I might continue with the, but I'll change from chicken wings to drumsticks, because the drumstick, you can remove the skin easy. Still has bone. It's about the same price as the wings. Where the wings, the end of the wing, small part, that's all skin. I'll break it off and throw it. And it's very difficult to remove the skin off the other part of the wing. But on the leg, it's easy. Come off. I'll let you do the weightlifting kid for the name, and underneath it, weights on, weights off. Looks like it's taken. Mr. Miyagi. What's his name? Pat Morita? Was it? Was that Pat Morita, or was that the kid's name? Oh, Ralph Macchio. What's the kid's name? Something like that. The original Karate Kid movie, yeah. Pat Morita and Ralph Macchio. We all fell in love when we were kids with that movie. And the girl inside of him, she played in part 1. She was in The Boys. Unfortunately, she kind of was weird in that. She played a weird character, unfortunately. And we got to almost see her boobies. That's something. I had so much respect for her. It wasn't as nice as I thought it would be, seeing her boobies. Well, we're like, I don't know whether I should like it or not. Man, today I started late, gym. It's nice to get it over and done with. Just sitting at home, doing the home chores. Getting out of bed in the cold weather is hard as well. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Take care, have a good day, see you tomorrow.